Hey teachers, I'm going to show you how to use the score converter feature in the advanced settings of GradeTransferer. Let's get started. In the extension, click on the hamburger button and then advanced settings. From there, navigate to the score converter tab. You will see a big on and off toggle at the top of the score converter page. When this is on, your score conversions will apply, and when it is off, they will not. You can also round numbers to the nearest amount of decimal places you want. You can round to the closest 10, whole number, tenths, or hundredths. With its own on and off toggle, you can decide to have the numbers rounded regardless of whether your score converter is on or not. Let's scroll down to the score converter range area. This feature lets you set a range of scores to be mapped to one score. For example, if I wanted to say 90 to 100% is going to be an A for advanced, or a 4 if I'm using a 4-point grading scale. It's important to note that the lower number, 90 in this example, is included in your range. The upper number is not included in your range. So if I want 100 to be converted to a 4, then I'm going to set my up until number as 101. When you have your range set, click Add. You will see that this score conversion has been saved down at the bottom in your score conversion table. If I want to remove a saved score conversion, I can simply click on the X or click on Reset All Conversions. Let's go into my gradebook and see this in action. After I click Grab Data, a summary will pop up that reminds me that my score converter is on. And this is where I can confirm that the conversions worked. Looking at my two students whose scores fall into that 90 to 101 range, I can see here that they were grabbed as a 4, and that's how it will fill into my next gradebook. Now let's look at the score converter singular feature. This feature lets you map one score directly to another score. For example, if I want a 0 to be an M, I put 0 on my left side, M on my right side, and click Add to save it. When I go to grab any scores that are zeros while my score converter is on, it will be grabbed as an M, and this will show up in the summary, and that's how it will be filled in your next gradebook. Finally, I want to show you how to convert scores like text grades or check marks or other weird symbols to the scores that you need for your next gradebook. First, when you go to grab these types of scores, you will see that there is a notification in the summary that tells you that you need to turn a special setting on to be able to do so. Click on the hamburger and then toggle Convert Check and Text Grades to be on. This will give you a pop-up notification that lets you know you can use the score converter to decide how you want these types of scores to be handled. Now, before we set that rule though, let's go back and see how they're being grabbed without any rules set. So we can see that I have the score missing that was grabbed, excused, and then also symbol. That's the check mark. Frank has a check mark and it was grabbed as the word symbol. We can go into the score converter and set up rules for these scores. So let's say I want missing to be a 0. Let's say I want excused to be EX. And let's say I want the check mark to be 100. I'm going to type symbol on the left side because that's how the check mark is being grabbed. And then 100 on the right side because that's what I want the score to be converted to. When I grab these scores, I can see that my rules have been applied. And this is what will be filled into my next gradebook. Now you know everything you need about GradeTransferer's score converter. Happy transferring!